think you just started,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yes, I'm not sure if it's on the cloud on my computer, but it's fine. It's fine.
Either way, can shoot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing well and are ready for an engaging session tonight. My name is Mohammed Adaba, Advanced Broker, Royalq Team Motion International. And with me tonight, I have our amazing Coach Salisu, who is going to be doing justice to a topic, Royalq and 9-to-5 job. Transitioning from a 9-to-5 to full-time Royalq investor. So please, I urge you to pay attention to what he has to come and say to us and get down your writing materials in order to jot down some things you might want to hold back so you could keep it on your jotter for maybe if you want to go back to it and then for a review. All right, thank you. So Coach Salisu, are you ready, please? Are you ready, please, Coach Salisu?
Yes, I am.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let me quickly share my screen so that you can see my screen. All right, you can proceed, Coach Salisu. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Abdurrahim Salisu, middle broker, Royalq Motion International. So we are supposed to be having technical and fundamental session, but I feel it's very, very imperative for us to have this topic because most people that come into Royalq, they don't really want to take it serious because they don't know how powerful it is and what it can do to their financial life. Which is why we created this, we bringing this topic to share with everyone. We have 9-to-5 job and we have Royalq. So what is even Royalq? I'll just give you a small 2 minutes summary of what Royalq is all about. There are two types of currency in the world. We have fiat currency and we have digital currency. Fiat currency, example of fiat currency is dollar, pounds, euros, naira, Uganda shillings, Kenya shillings, Ghana shillings. All these are general name are referred to as fiat currency. And where you save it is called a bank. If you are in Nigeria, example of bank are Zenith Bank, Sky Bank, Access Bank, all of these are example of banks where you save your fiat currency. Digital currency is a currency that is not tangible. You can't touch it in the sense that you can't see, you can't touch, just like Facebook and WhatsApp. Have you seen WhatsApp before? It just has something, a shape on your phone, but can you touch it? So it's what? Not tangible. That's how digital currency, digital asset are. Now, where you save it is called an exchanger. The best exchanger in the world is called Binance. We also have another exchangers, Huobi, Coinbase, Kraken, Indodax. All of these are where you save digital currency. You can't go to your local bank and say you want to save digital currency. They don't do that there. Now, your money remains in your digital current bank. Then you now connect your Royalq robot, which is a robot, not human being, to your digital bank while your money remains in your digital bank and it keeps buying and selling for you with your money 100% in your custody. So now there are 5 at Coach Mo. Can you move to the next slide? Coach Mo.
Now, yes, I've done that. I have.
The reason why we see Royalq as something that we think is better than our 9-to-5, of course, I know majority of people on this call that are using Royalq who really understand what Royalq is, they know that it is better than the 9-to-5. But I will give you 5 reasons why and Coach Mo think that this is better than the 9-to-5 that we are killing ourselves on. Yes, you can use 9-to-5 to get started in Royalq. And when you have reached a certain level, you know what to do. You will choose between the two. It depends on you. Or you do the two, it's fine. You can do the two together, but take note of these 5 reasons. Then you can now make your decision by yourself. 1, I'll just give you example of Royalq. There's nothing like loss. You don't lose money here because Royalq only trade on spot market. Although we now have future market, but we don't do Royalq Motion International don't trade futures. We trade spot market, so where you don't lose your asset. If you're on this call and this is your first time, let me explain spot market. Spot market is a very good example of spot market. Is what happens in the market that you and I go to buy foodstuff. When you go to the market to buy foodstuff, maybe you want to buy a basket of potatoes, let's say 5,000 naira, and you have anticipated that the basket of tomatoes will rise in price in the next 2 weeks. You go and buy at 5,000 naira. When you bring it home, and the price of basket, your friend called you and told you that that basket of tomato you have bought, it has gone down to 4,000 per basket. It means you would have to wait for the price to rise if you want to sell at 6,000 per basket. So you see, as long as the basket of potatoes is in your house, you have not lost your money because it's just the value that have gone down, but the quantity of the potato of basket you are, the quantity of potatoes you are holding still remains with you. So that's what is called spot market. Both of you, if you take it back to the market to sell, both of you and the buyer and the seller have to agree to a certain price before there will be an exchange of money and product. So long as there is an exchange spot, meaning I want to buy, give me your potatoes, take your money. Both of you have to agree at a particular time before the transaction goes on. So that's what is called spot market. There's nothing like I lost money in spot market. Now, Royalq, number 1 reason is you work at your own time, but not compulsory. When I say you work at your own time, it means that if you want to take Royalq, I want to take the affiliate part of Royalq very serious, meaning that I want to teach as much people as possible. A number of people. Let's say I want to keep teaching people. Let's say I want to hit a target of every month 500 or 200 or 100 or 50. You create time for them. It depends on you. If you like, it's not obligatory. If you like, you just put your money and trade. Don't tell anybody. That's why at your own pace. It's not all compulsory. If you like, you put your money and trade. It keeps giving you minimum 5%, maximum 100% or more in a month. Without what? Without sharing. But when you want to share, you need to put in the work, meaning that you want to teach people how Royalq works and how people can use it to trade. That means you want to create time for people and teach. But what about your 9 to 5? It is compulsory upon you. Yes? So, Coach Mo, can you hear me? Coach Mo?
Yes, we can hear you. Proceed. I just had to mute the person. Continue, please.
Okay. Well, if you have a question, just drop it on the chat box. I will come back and attend to it. And what about your 9 to 5 job? It is compulsory and you work on your boss terms. It is compulsory upon you to be at work. If it is 8 or 9 a.m., you have to be there. You can't give any excuse, except maybe you're not feeling fine. It is compulsory upon you, and you work based on your boss's terms. It's not as if you are he will be the one to tell you what to do and what not to do. But in reality, nobody tells you what to do. You do it and you work at your own pace. That's one difference. Number 2, your children can inherit the business. Royalq, if you build a Royalq, your children will continue from where you stop. Wherever you stop, let's say you've reached the highest level of Royalq, you keep making money. I think minimum 5. I think Coach Mo, if you're a V6 member, which is the highest rank, you keep making money even after your demise. Your children can continue from where you stop. But in 9 to 5, even after 35 years of your life, on that 9 to 5, your children cannot continue that job. Check out and look at your family. Go around your family and see. After 35 years, Is there anybody that continue with your parents' job, your father's job, or your mother's job in your family after their demise? If they are still alive, even if they left that job, they might find a way to put their children, of course, to continue the job. But mind you, averagely, you would hardly get. There is nothing like you can inherit your father's job. It does not exist. Doesn't happen. That's two. After 35 years, your children cannot continue from where you stop. But in Royalq, your children can continue from where you stop. Number three, you only need a smartphone and an internet. Smartphone, internet, and $120 or $240 to get started. That's the only thing you need. Now, ask yourself, that phone you are holding, you might be holding an iPhone that is worth 300,000 naira. That iPhone, you can sell it and use it to start this business if you don't have the cash. Of course, if you have the cash, you get started. That's how somebody will say, why did I say so? Let me give you an example. CZ Chempeng Zieho, the owner of Binance Exchange, the largest and the best exchange in the whole 9 planet. He sold his car, sold his house, quit his job, used the money to buy Bitcoin. That was how he got started, because he doesn't have money to really start the business of cryptocurrency. And he launched Binance 2017. 6 years after, his exchange became the largest and the biggest exchange in the whole 9 planet. And he is the richest person in cryptocurrency in the whole 9 planet. So look at the sacrifice, sacrificing his job, his house, and his car. When he started, his mom used to call him a stupid child, because he find out that 9 to 5 is better. Why would he go and start a business when he's earning? He was working with McDonald's, and today, see what he's enjoying. So that's it. You just need a smartphone and an internet to get started. Now, the $120, if you want to get started with $120, is just for you to buy the robot. Now, if you go through your contract, maybe you don't have capital to trade, you can go through your contract and share the information with anybody in your contract that you think can afford it. That way you can get $30 per person to grow your capital. Remember, it is not obligatory for you to share. But if you want to get started and start trading immediately, that's when you need $240. Once you use $120 to start, to activate the robots, then $20 will become a gas fee, then $120, so $100 will now be your capital to trade. But what about 9 to 5 job? For you to get started on 9 to 5 job, you need to go to school for 20 years plus. Let me break it down. You need to go to school for 20 years plus. 20 years plus to get a degree certificate to get started. Now, let me break it down. If you attend your nursery school 3 years, primary school 6 years, that's 9 years. Secondary school, junior secondary, and senior secondary, that's another 6 years. So 9 plus 6, 15 years. Then you now go to a university, 5 years. If you're in Nigeria, plus strike and plus NYC. Of course, you know what's happening if you're in Nigeria. So most of the time we used to have encounter strike. So in a course of 5 years, you would have to do 6 or 7 years. So let's assume plus or minus, we have a 1 year added to the 5 years. So everything will be 21 years. Your NYC, you spend one. If you're in Nigeria, you have to serve the country for 1 year after after you finish your degree. So plus 1 year, that's 23 years. So it means that for you to get a degree, you must have spent 23 years schooling. Now, after you've gotten a degree, you finish your NYC, you would now have to start looking for a job that is not available. So that's where the whole challenge starts, except if you are lucky. So you see, comparing the two, comparing the two, which one is much easier to get started? Royalq is much easier to get started because immediately you activate a robot, even when you're schooling in your university, you can as well start Royalq and start making money. So you see, which one is easier? Royalq is easier to get started. It's just mindset. Number 4, which is the second to the last, you have, but not the least, you don't need to write any exam to rank up. Either if you want to be a middle broker or an advanced broker, up to the last rank, you don't need to write any exam. You don't need to write, say, somebody have to come and examine you. Do you really know Royalq? Before we become a middle broker, do you need to know all the terms, how to set the robot? Do you need that? You don't need nobody, you don't need anybody to examine you. But what about the 9 to 5? 9 to 5 job, you need to be examined before you rank up. If you are working in Nigeria, civil servant in Nigeria, every year 3,000 naira is added to their salary, and every 3 years 5,000 naira is added to the salary. So let's say plus or minus you have finished 23 years, you finished schooling for 23 years and you've gotten a job, civil servant in Nigeria. Now means you just 3,000 naira is added to your salary every year. Then every 3 years you need to write an exam, of which if you fail, 5,000 naira will not be added to your salary. That means plus or minus every 3 years, 15,000 naira is added to your salary. That's if you pass the exam. If you don't pass the exam, you will not get 15,000, you get 9,000 naira, because 3 years, 3,000 naira is added to your salary every year. So that's how you live your life for 35 years. My brother, think about it. You need to take this Royalq very serious. Add it to your 9 to 5. Maybe subsequently, when it has reached a certain level where you're making 10x of your salary or 150x of your salary, you will not make your decision. The last but not the least, number 5, you determine what you want to earn in Royalq. If you want to be making $100, if you want to use it, you want to make $100 via your capital, you can do that. Let's say you make minimum 5% in a month. So if you want to make $100, it means you need to put a capital, of which 5% of that capital will give you $100. Or if you want to make $100, you can decide to share with people every month. If you want to be making $100 every month, you just need 4 people. Per person is $30. 4 times 30 will give you $120. So you just need to activate 4 people every month, and you make $100, $120, which is 120,000 naira, civil servant salary, which is 120. You can just put in the work and keep sharing the Royalq with on your social media. Every month, if you activate 4 people, you can be making your $120. And this is a robot, not human being controlling it. Before you now say, I want to withdraw, the human being is not working. This is completely automatic robot, not human being controlling the withdrawal. Human is a robot. You don't determine what you earn. When you come to 9 to 5, the last one, you don't determine. It is what your boss determines that he will give you, that you earn on your appointment letter. If it is stated that you make 100,000 naira every month, that's what you'll be earning. And if he likes, he is not going to increase his salary even in the next 5 or 10 years. It's just up to you. If you are tired, you go, you look for somebody else. But in reality, it's not done like that. If you like, you want to be making $200 every month, it all depends on you. How many people do you want to activate? That's if you don't want to go by trading. If you want to go by sharing the opportunity, $30 per person if you're a V1 member. If you're a V1 junior broker or V1 member, $30 per person, you can decide to go that pathway, be activating people every month, and you make your salary, determine what you want, or you can go through the trading path, minimum 5%, and you make your money. Let's say you have $2,000 trading capital. Let's say $5,000 trading capital. So minimum you make in a month is 5% of $5,000. That's like $250 in a month. So convert that money to remove gas fee, which is 20%. So 80% will be $200 will be your profit. Convert that money to naira, that's 200,000 naira, which is a civil servant salary, 2 civil servant salary. So with just 5 key points, I want to believe you guys will start taking the Royalq very serious. But before I come to answer your question, I would like to share a very good website where you can go and check your fundamentals of cryptocurrency. If you're trading cryptocurrency, you need to be checking out the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis. Mind you, don't forget, you don't need to analyze a coin in order for you to make profit. You can decide to go the pathway of trading without an analysis. I'll share my screen. Coach Mo, can you still hear me? Are you still there?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
I
You
would
can share
like
your
to
screen.
share my... Okay.
Yes, you can.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, that's fine. So this is a coin, Alpine. Before I go to the fundamental analysis, this is a coin, Alpine. Alpine was a coin that was posted on the group, on the RQTMI group today, and it was posted at 3%. Now, if you go and check on the 1 day, this is the 1 day, the way we pick our trade. If you watch our videos, the stochastic, the Bollinger, the Auto Fibonacci, as well as the 3 indicator tactics of picking a coin. If you watch those 3-4 videos, it will expose you to how you can analyze a coin. However, analyzing a coin is not obligatory. You just go and load. I think now you have an update of TradingView where you can only add 30 coins minimum. Maximum. You cannot add more than 30 coins on your TradingView. That's for those that are just coming in. You cannot add more than 30 coins. But if you have already been using the TradingView and you have created a watch list, like me, you can see my watch list. I have plenty watch lists. That's fine. But if you're just coming in to create a TradingView account, the maximum you can add is 30 coins, and you cannot create multiple watch lists except you pay. So now, if you've added all the whole coins, if you want added all the whole coins, you can just come and tap on the chart percentage. How do I do that? Although they've updated their app, you just tap on these 3 dots. Just come to here, tap on it, then tap on sort by, then tap on sort by change percent. You see, it will arrange it according to the coins that are dipping. So everybody that is into buying and selling want to buy low and sell high. So if you tap on it again, you find out that it will show you sort by, it will show you those that are rising in price, right? But you would want to buy at a lower price. How do you do that? You just go and tap again so that you arrange it based on the ones that are going down in price. So the least performing coin is Link. Why? Because you're seeing -4%, charge percent is -4. So if you don't know what it means, once you just see -3 upward, -3, -1, -5, -6 upward, you can decide to use RQTMI Magic 1, Magic 3, or Magic 5 to pick the coin and take 3%. Once you pick 3%, you go and remain patient and wait to definitely deliver and give you your 3%. As you can see, your Link, that's it. That's how you can trade without analysis. But if you want to go the pathway of analyzing a coin, let me use Alpine as an example. This is a coin that was posted on the group. Now, sometimes the reason why we encourage people to learn how to pick coin is because sometimes we find out that you take a while for the coin to dip, for you to enter. So if you have the skill of analyzing a coin, you can go and analyze the coin and know what to take. I also analyze Acro. Acro is a coin that can have the power to do 300%. But the question is, do you have the patience to wait, the resilience to wait for you to take that profit? As soon as I'm done with Alpine, I will show you guys Acro. So this is it. Now, like I say, if you watch our videos, we say support and resistance. You can use Bollinger Band. There are 3 ways you can use Bollinger Band: the support and resistance, the Bollinger Band break, and also Bollinger Band divergence. Those are the 3 ways of using Bollinger Band: support and resistance, Bollinger Band break, and Bollinger Band divergence. Those are the 3 ways. So I want to use it based on what? Support and resistance. How do I know that? Because of the fact that immediately I see the 20 EMA, which is the red line, moving like what? Moving horizontal, diagonal, moving in this way. In this trade, you see it moving what? in a diagonal way, see it, or if I see it moving like this, horizontal, or if I see it moving like this, diagonal like this. That's where you can get support and resistance, as you can see. I've already drawn it. You can draw it. How do you do it? You can decide to check which are the most areas where it hit and rise again. You can see it hit here and go up again. It hits this break, even though it breaks, it went back again. It hits this area. You see it, and it hits this area. Or let me draw it again. See it, it hits this area, hits this area, and also hits these three areas. You just need 2 to 3. 2 to 3. 2 to 3. If you get 3, that's fine. Then what are the areas that it hit up and came down again? You see this area? It hits this area. It hits this area again. It hits this area. You see it? Those are the ways you can draw your support and resistance. The support is the top, while the resistance is the top, and the support is the bottom. That's it. So that's how you get your support and resistance. If you use your Bollinger Band to get support and resistance, then this is a downtrend because you have 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top. Then you just need the stochastic to point up between 0 and 20. When this trade was posted, it was between 0 and 20. Even though you see it going up, it's fine. Now, if you've gotten that, your stochastic is really, you need it to be what? Between 0 and 20. But even though you see it at 72, that's fine. But this was a trade that was posted in the morning. They're just using it as an example. That's it. So if you've gotten that, your stochastic between 0 and 20, and your auto Fibonacci, which is this line that you're seeing here, this line is here, your auto Fibonacci is 100 at the bottom, top, 0 at the bottom. This is the downtrend. You measure to what? Your take profit to what? 38.2% line. But we are using support and resistance to determine your take profit. So I'll just pick my horizontal line, measure to this place. Here, you see it. That's one of the major resistance. Then I'll now use my resistance to know where my take profit will be. But I would have to check the longer time frame. Where is the stochastic on the longer time frame? As you can see, the stochastic is what? Between 50 and 0. On the longer time frame, the stochastic should be between 50 and 0. Even if it's pointing down, no problem, but you just need to be between 50 and 0. As you can see, that's it. Then you now go to what? Even if you check on the 1 month, you find out that on the 1 month is very good. You see it on the 1 month is already on the buy zone, positioning itself to go up. That's fine. And you can see we're just entering the new month. Now, you just go and measure your take profit. Measure your take profit to your first, the resistance, which is this. You see it? See? But I dropped 3%. 3% was dropped on the group. So imagine if you're patient, you see taking your 5%. See, this is the resistance. 5%. You're out on the current price. But it's 3% that we dropped on the group because it's a one shot. We just want to take our profit and get out of the market. So that's it. But if you want to use the resistance of the auto Fibonacci, you see 6.6. This coin can still go to this place. It's just that most people don't have that patience. They just want to take their money and get out. Take your 3% or 5% and get out. That's fine. So that's how you use your auto Fibonacci. This is what is called technical analysis. This is called technical analysis. So we can go back to Acro. Most people are looking in Acro, trading with good funds. Let me show you guys Acro. Coach Mo, can you hear me? Coach Mo.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Proceed, please.
So this is Acro. If you have good fund, drop it on Acro. When this coin starts to jump up, you'll be shocked. This is Acro on the 1 day. You could see that it's already on the buy zone. When I say buy zone, this is an indicator telling you that if you're using a Binance exchange, people will soon start to use Binance to buy the coin. And when they start to buy the coin, the price will go up. Now, this is an uptrend because 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom. You need a candle to close above this 23. It will go up. Of course, no doubt about it. But when it closes above the 23, just know that it's going up to this place. With patience. But on the longer time frame, where is the auto? Where is the stochastic? You see, on the longer time frame, 1 week, it's already coming to where people will start buying using the exchange you're using to buy. See it? It's a very good time to enter now. The question is, how much are you coming in? Imagine now, let's say you enter on the 1 day and your target is to, you want it, it will definitely go up. The question is, do you have the patience? See the percent, because of the fact that people are coming into the on big time. See what it can do. 377% up to 400 to go to this place. It's just patience and perseverance. It will go, but you just need it what? You just need a candle to come and close above this 23.6% line, so that it will confirm that it's going up to that level. It will definitely go, but your question now is the patience and the perseverance to wait. Now see what it can do. Before it was 300%, but because of the fact that a lot of USDT are coming into this coin, that's why you see that it's now 374%. The question now is, do you understand the cryptocurrency? We said that cryptocurrency is bigger than oil and gas. It's bigger than internet. Let me prove it to you. You put your $10,000 on this coin, the coin rises and you make 200%. That's 2x. That's $20,000 profit. 200%. In oil and gas, if you're in Nigeria, go and check Petroleum Industry Act. Petroleum Industry Act. I think it's fifth schedule, or I think fifth or sixth schedule, that was talk about capital allowance. You can only recover your money in 5 years, 100%, 99% in 5 years. 20% in fourth year, 20% second year, 20% third year, 20% fourth year, and the fifth year is 19%. So the total percent you will make in 5 years is 99%. For you to make the amount of money you invest in oil and gas, let's say you're building you got an oil well and you want to explore the oil, all the money you are going to invest in it, you are only allowed to recover 20% every single year for the next 5 years. So it means you're going to make 99% in 5 years. But you put your $10,000 or $1 million on accrue and you recover it 200% in 3 months. Please, which one is better off? The question is, that's why you see big boys, the likes of Elon Musk, CZ, all these big boys, they come into crypto with big funds, MicroStrategy, because they know what it can do and how much they can make. Imagine dropping $1 million and making $2 million in 3 months or in 2 months. Isn't it better than oil and gas? But the question now is, do you understand cryptocurrency? Now you know why Elon Musk, MicroStrategy, all those top big guys, BlackRock, why they're coming into cryptocurrency with big funds. It is because of the kind of profit they will make within a short period of time, better than the oil and gas that you need to pay royalty to the government, pay tax to the government, pay education tax to the government before you finally even get your 20%. So that's it. This is it. I think the second, this is what is called technical analysis. However, don't forget you can trade without analyzing any coin. Like I just show you guys. Now, if you go to a site called CryptoCraft, if you can see, this is a website you can download. You can get information about fundamental analysis. I will just give you a short summary so I will not take time. I think the time is fast spent. When you log into cryptocraft.com, that's where you get every fundamental analysis you're looking for. Now, there are 3 things I would want you to pay attention, 3 main parameters you can pay attention: the job data, the interest rate, and the unemployment, the job data, the interest rate, and unemployment rate. These are the key parameters that really move the market. And job data is every month. And I think today's October, job data will be on the 6th of October. As you can see, 6th of October, farm employment change, unemployment rate. I think next time we meet, I'll pick one of them and explain what it means and how you can use it to understand the crypto market. But this is just the website you can just go and pick and get to know that, okay, when will be the announcement, unemployment rate, job data, and so on. So the date is there. You could say the time, 1:30 a.m. like that. All this, you can get it from this website, www.cryptocraft.com. Next time we meet, I'll take time to explain some of these fundamental parameters. I just want to introduce you guys to this. Thank you very much for listening.
Coach Salisu,
Thank you.
Before you proceed, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Please, if you are getting value and this information you're getting is very, very expensive, but you are getting all this information for free. So if you're happy with what you are hearing, the information you are getting, please, I want to see an emoji, fire emoji on the chat box. Let me see a fire emoji on the chat box. If you are all happy with what you are hearing and what you're saying, and you have all been following up with all he has been saying, what Coach has been saying, please let me have some fire emoji on the chat box. All right, amazing. I said fire emoji. I'm not seeing fire emojis. Fire emojis. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you very much. Coach Salis, you can proceed, please.
Okay, that's it. Next time we meet in our next meeting on Sunday, I will break it down for you to understand how the unemployment rate, job data, interest rate, all those things, what it means, and how you can use that same website to know when this thing is so, what's going to happen to the market, like that, how you can predict with fundamentals without just sit down. Coach Mo, I used to say this, but don't forget, don't sorry if you feel offended. I'm not saying I'm also a 9 to 5 person. I'm working, but we all know I am Coach Mo. We are working, but we all know what we're looking for. We actually want to use our Royalq to replace our job when we reach a certain level. Imagine if you're trading with $50,000 and you're making 5% every single month. That's like $2,000, which is 2 million naira. Which job can give you 2 million naira in Nigeria every month? Which job? Yes, there is, but you would have to work in your life, work the hair to make that kind of cash. Thank you very much. I would go straight to the chat to answer questions. And if you have any other question, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Coach Mo, I don't understand why I cannot really open my chat and see how it's not. I don't. Is it that Zoom app?
There's a new update. They updated their app, so you can you can see it. Just tap on the chat. Tap on the chat and scroll down. You'll see it there. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
All right. Okay.
It's fine then. So you can keep dropping your question on the chat. Whatever question you have, whatever challenge you are experiencing, will find a lasting solution or a lasting understanding to you. So okay, so I am not seeing any question for now. But I asked a very sensible question on the group. If you are in any of our group, I have a very sensible question that can a coin dip by 180%? Of course, I already know what a coin can do on Royalq, but I just want to get the thoughts, the views of our top leaders. And I can see that if I should share my screen, or Coach Mo, can you share your screen so I will just use yours? Which one do you prefer? Okay, I wanted to share the poll I shared on the group. That poll I shared in the morning. The result of the poll. Coach Mo.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I wanted to share the poll I dropped on the group.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, let me do that here. Just hold on.
To be easier, better for you to just share your own.
Okay, it's fine. Let me do that. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it. Now, this was a poll I dropped on the group. Can any crypto coin on Royalq dip by 180%? A coin hardly can go 100 minus 100%. If it does go do that, if it do that, it stands a chance of getting delisted from Binance. A very good example is the Luna coin. Yes, if a coin do that, most coins, when they do that, they're going out of Binance or any exchange you're trading it on. A very good example is Luna. Luna was a coin that was, I think, around $100 per unit in 2022, and it crashed. And unfortunately, it's no longer on Binance. Now, if you go back to the 300-day challenge group, you find out that you have 19 people said no. Go to the 300-day challenge group, Coach Mo.
Okay.
Out of 24, 19 people said no on my personal group. Out of 47 people, 35 people said no, right? So you will see the number of people saying no. Now, that Excel sheet, if you have in the Excel sheet, RQTMI Excel sheet, the final version of the Excel sheet, if you have the Excel sheet, my brother, if you're on this call, brothers and sisters, if you're on this call, just get hold of that sheet. If you have that sheet, you have everything you need on Royalq trading. The only thing that is left for you is to either boost your capital via sharing the opportunity, or you go and get capital and load it on your Binance or any Bybit or any other exchange you're using and keep trading. Follow simple instruction and you keep smiling. Now, if a coin cannot do 100 minus 180% dip, imagine if you're using Magic 2, which is 60% dip and 50 margin calls. If you are using Magic 2 in 3 places, what does it mean? 60, 60, 60, that's 180%. With what? 150 margin calls. It covers for 180%. First call to 40th call, 1%. Second, 41st call to the 50th call, 2%. That will give you 60%. Now, if you use it in 3 places, do the same thing again for the second, from the 51 to the 100. Do the same thing from the 101 to, that's 180%. It covers for 180%. So there's nothing like amount of the market. You get my point? So it just depends on how you manipulate and make use of it, of that sheet. Listen, I just wanted to show you guys why I dropped that question on the group. And I want to believe you understand what it means now. It's now up to you how you can play about it. It's now up to you. So thank you very much. I'll go back to the chat now. I think the questions are coming now. So I'll just go and start from it says, somebody say, please, if a coin dip to minus 100%, what could happen? Of course, what could happen? It depends on the exchange. Nothing will happen, but it depends on the function of the exchange. Nothing will happen is a function of the exchange. It's the exchange that have the final say. So what number of trades can I open on different coins, assuming I'm trading with $100? If you have $100, use Magic 3 to trade. If you have $100, Magic 3 cover, you can use $100 for Magic 3.
I think among all the magic, the minimum you can use, the minimum magic you can use to trade $100 is magic 3. On magic 2, take profit is 1.8%. What if you decide to take 2 or 3%? Yes, you can change it. It's up to you. Just make sure the parameters, the margin call drop is what you see there. What's the difference between 1.8? Yes, now 1.8% take profit is the 1.8% profit of the USDT from the first call to the fourth call. That whole position take profit you're seeing on your Royalq, that is the take profit for the USDT spread across first buy, first call, second call, third call, and fourth call. It will sell everything and give you 1.8% or 3% if you're taking 3%. But from the fifth call upward, that's when you'll be taking, that's where you go to distributed take profit allocation. Each of the margin call from the fifth call has 1.8%, depending on the magic you're using. But don't forget, it is not casted on stone. You can decide to change. It's up to you. But that's what you see on the sheet. Follow what you see on the sheet and you keep smiling. I'm not saying if you do your own, you not make profit. You can do whatever you want. But based on that sheet, it's now, if you follow that sheet, that's what you will see. Somebody say, please, coach, can one withdraw part of daily profit while the trade is running on floating loss? Of course, if you are in floating loss, you're trading with $2,000 and you make a profit of $10 or $20 or $30, you can withdraw it from your spot and take it to your fund and sell immediately, sharp. If you're using Binance, you take your money. No, but that's why we say Royalq is the best business in the whole 9 planets, because it is automatic. It is the robot that does it, not human being that will come and steal your money, scam you and say, I'm sorry, you can't withdraw. I've already spent the money for an expenses. I'm sorry. There's nothing like that here. This is what your money is in your digital bank, Binance, Ubi, or Bybit, or Coinbase. Any exchange you're using, your money is in your digital bank and the robot is connected to it. Even the robot itself don't have access to your fund. So if you're on this call, take Royalq serious. It is the best business. You can't find any business out there, even if it is physical business. You can't find it better than Royalq. You have set your trade already, Stephen. Okay, all should be doing. All should be. I don't understand this. Please, why do you use radical? Okay. Kate, Queen Kate is asking, why do I use radical type for magic 3 setting instead of steady? I use radical because once the coin start to pump, I quickly want the robot to quickly sell and give me profit. The radical or the conservative or the steady, it is not a function of what determines when to pick the margin calls or not, Queen Kate. It is the percentage margin call drop on the first call, second call, up to the number of calls that you have limited, you have set, that determines whether the robot will pick the coin or not. But mind you, if you are using AI margin call, it controls the rate at which the robot buys the margin calls, even if the percentage call drop for that margin call has reached. It will check and see whether it's supposed to pick it or not. But however, if you check RQTMI Excel sheet, there is no AI margin call enabled. It is disabled because we want it to be by margin calls. That's where the money is. If you're using radical, it means you want a random, once there is a random or irregular movement in price in terms of moving up, your robot should quickly sell and give you profit. When you see steady, it means the rate at which the coin is moving in price is steady. That's when you want your robot to sell. When it's conservative, more or less like steady, I want to believe when you talk about the radical, that's the last time when you send me a message, Kincaid, you are thinking that the steady or the radical or the conservative is what determines whether the robot should pick the coin or not. That's not what it is. You need to check your trade. If you are using AI margin call, and it's not picking your margin call, it means it is the AI margin call that is controlling or regulating the rate at which the robot buys the margin calls. But however, if you disable it, if you're using 1% call drop on the first call, it has to dip by 1% in price before it can pay the first call. Now, if you're using Magic 1 or Magic 3 or Magic 5 to trade, you don't need to worry yourself whether, as long as it has picked the first call, 25% of your capital is already on the coin if you're using Magic 3. So if your 25% of your capital is already on the coin, why would you say, it has to pick the remain. Even if it doesn't pick, as long as 25 has already entered, it's fine. You don't have to remain patient and wait. But if you're using Magic 5, once it picks first call to the fourth call, 50% of your capital is already on the coin. You just have to relax and wait. Then the remaining 50% is spread between the 5th call to the 24th call. So yeah, you keep making money when it goes down to that level, depending when to sell off. So if you don't understand, still don't understand what I've explained, Pinkage, you can put up your digital hand for Coach Mo to unmute you so that you would ask the questions on areas that you're not clear on. Assuming I'm using Magic 3 and I have 4 or more confirmed signals on different coins, can I put in on? It depends on your capital. If you're using Magic 3 and you have $400 or $300, that's fine. That's fine. You can use trade more than one. We are not saying you should trade only acro. We are saying minimum number of coins to trade is 3. Maximum is up to you. Minimum 3, maximum is up to you. But not everybody every fingers are now equal. That's why you see some people trading 1 coin or 2 coins. But minimum is good to trade 3. So that if one is dipping, the other one is giving you money. So that's it. Somebody says, how do you know when to enter a trade from that chart? In analyzing a coin, is the entry for 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day are the same? No. You say, how do you know when to enter a? I just show you guys. You don't need to analyze. Once you don't know how to analyze, don't.
Coach Sadis,
Yes.
for the person that asks how to analyze, we have a video training on that. Okay, I can as well share the link on the chat box. So watch out for the link so that I can go watch the videos there and follow the instructions there on the video. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Please, can we have the latest Excel magic? Of course, you are. I don't expect King Joseph. You have the Excel sheet, except you don't know that is there. That's what we are referring to. You have the Excel sheet. Check the Excel sheet was shared on every group of RQTMI. You will see RQTMI for Excel sheet final version V3. Abi, Coach Mo?
Yes, final version V3. That's the name of the Excel sheet. Please, you can also request for it on the group you got the Zoom meeting link from. It's going to be shared again on that group. So you just request for it.
Okay, somebody say opening margin calls. People say I should enlighten people, some people here on the importance of opening margin calls. I believe most people don't understand why they don't put effort in putting more funds. Simply they have to feeling of the current delay they might be experiencing. No. If you are trading any magic you are using that is less than 100% deep, anybody that is coming into your business or your team, anybody, I repeat, let the person know if he is using any magic that is not 100% deep. Let's say magic 1, which is 30%, magic 2, which is 60%, magic 3, which is 25%, magic 5, which is 50%. Those are the ones that are not 100% deep. As long as it's not 100% deep, let them know, because of the fact that if it is not 100% deep, it can go and buy all the margin calls. But if it is 100% deep, it will take the grace of God for you to even finish buying the margin calls. It takes a longer time, except if the market is very completely 100% bad, everywhere is red. It hardly can even buy them all the whole margin calls. It's difficult for you to buy. But in case it buys, it's better to let the person know that if you're using magic 1, any magic that is less than 100%, have it at the back of your mind that if it finishes buying the margin calls, if you want to continuously keep seeing money, you need to open more margin calls. But if you want to remain patient, you can remain patient for it to recover and keep me giving your money downtrend. But the best magic on that Excel sheet to use to open more margin call is magic 2. Minimum capital $525. Use it to open margin calls. So imagine somebody using magic 1 and it has finished buying the 20 margin calls. So you just go and use magic 2, which is 60% deep. So 30 plus 60, that's 90% deep. And you keep making his money. It's that simple. So I want to believe, I think I've answered that. If opening of margin calls makes you to keep making money downtrend, when the coin is dipping, you're still making money. That's why you need to keep. It's not obligatory to open more margin calls. You can remain patient and it will recover and give you money. But if you want to keep making money, you have to open more margin calls. That's if you're using magic that is less than That is not 100% deep. And I'll just show you guys how you can use 150 margin calls with the same magic 2, 3 places gives you ones that are 80% deep. In case you are scared, you don't want it to finish by margin calls. That's why I decided to share that. So that's it. Please, how to open more margin calls? Like I'm trading with $100 and I want to put more 100 to make it 200. If you are trading with $100, that's magic 3. And you want to put more 100, you can use another magic 3 again. Magic 3 plus magic 3, that's 50% deep. 25 plus 25. The same 100 that you use it again. That's 25. The same $100 that you use for magic 3. Use another same $100 again. For the same magic 3, continue from margin calls 8 to 14. Put all the same parameters and you get going. You start and you keep giving you money. Please, how do one identify a preset area on the chart? That should be next week Sunday when we meet, not now. I think all of the questions have been answered. If you're asking for a preset, you can preset, but you just have to know how to analyze the chart. Mind you, you don't even need to want to preset if you can decide to trade without analysis. But if you want to know how to preset, I can show you guys. That will be another topic for next week Sunday. On the Magic 2, distributed take profit allocation is fifth call. No, this is not Magic 2. Magic 2 is 50 margin calls. You say fifth call to seventh call is 1.8%. What will be the percent from 8th call? No. If you're using Magic 2, it's 50 margin call. From the 5th call to the 50th call is 1.8. Except you're not seeing it. If you tap on the chart, it's from 5th call to the 50th call. Except maybe you're not holding the right sheet. From the 5th call to the 50th call is 1.8%. Thickness of that, King Steven. So I think I've answered everyone, Coach Mo. You can check out if there's anyone that wants to put up.
I think I just saw that mistake now. It's on the sheets on the Magic 2. How come I'm just saying this now? Is 50th to the 7th, 5th to the 7th call.
Okay, 5th to the 50th call.
Yeah, but please take note. It's to the 50th call, just downward from 5th to the last call, which is the 50th margin call, 1.8%. Take note, please.
So that's it. I've answered the question. I think
someone is also raising up his hand on his digital hands. We can answer his question. You can unmute yourself, please. Kim, Mr. Kim, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, Mr. Hello, Kim, can you hear? All right. Yeah, good evening.
Okay, can I come with you? Okay, please, I have a question. What happens if someone entered a trade and the first buy in price is showing 0.00? What could be the cause?
First buying, I don't get it. First buying what?
First buy in price is showing 0.00 on the
first
strategy. Yes.
You enter a trade and first buy in price. Is it the first buy in price? Are you referring to the price of the coin before you enter? Before you start the trade?
No, maybe I already put maybe first buy in price. Maybe I put like maybe 20 USDT. But when you look at it, it's showing 0.000. So I don't know what could be the cause. Does that mean
maybe you share your screen to show me what you're talking about? Because I don't seem to understand your question.
Okay.
You can share your screen. I just made you a co-host.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Let's Royalq. Okay. This is the question here. Can you see the screen now?
I can see it. No. It means it has not started. The trade has not started. Once you see your trade like this, the trade has not started. Buying. Sometimes you have a glitch, but when you refresh and you find out that it's still not showing you this, tap on the coin. Let me prove it to you. Tap on the coin.
This
Tap on
one.
WLD. You see it? You see, it has not even buy anything. The trade is not buying. Go
Okay.
up.
See the first preset. There's a first preset. I think that's why it's not buying.
You did a preset now. You cannot expect it to buy until when it hits this price. You use
I
a
think
preset.
this was, yeah,
If
this
it
was
doesn't
the
get to
previous.
this,
I want to
you
change
said,
it. This was the previous trade.
I don't understand. This is your okay. Was it a setting that you used on this coin before you now come back and want to use the same setting?
Yes, no, yes. Maybe I trade on this coin before, so it was a preset, but that one has already dropped.
No,
So
no,
I
no.
don't
Let
know
him
You
make
what.
can
it
change
zero.
it.
Let him
Did
make
you
it
save
zero.
did you save the setting? If you make
Okay.
it zero now, did you save a setting?
Yes.
You can make it zero if the setting that you saved is already on the coin. That's fine. You just no, not here. Go back. It's
Okay.
the first preset buying price. If you want to go out of that preset pricing price, in the sense that you don't want the robot to buy at that price, you can just tap on first preset buying price and type 00. You type 0.00 or
Okay.
0 and tap on start, it will cancel it.
Okay. Okay.
Tap on the first price preset 1.29298. Okay, you need to pause. You need to pause the trade first.
All right. Go back.
But I suggest this coin that you're this WLD, of course, you can still do 10% or 5% on the chart. I think I was looking at the coin, but mind
Okay.
you, if you want to trade it now,
Yes. I'm already trading it. That's why I'm asking the question.
I can see you using one margin call. Kochumo, can you see?
Yeah.
I just noticed that now. It's not using the templates. You are not using our settings.
We are
No,
only
I already.
responsible
No, this is
for
another
this.
one. I already used Magic 2 on a Acro. So this one is just an extra one.
It's either use Magic 1, 3, or 5. I just want you to know that anytime you are having challenge, as long as it's not our setting, please, we'll just try and help you, but you don't have to blame us. We are not responsible for your any mistake, any challenge you're facing. We'll just try and see how we can find solution to it. So if you're
Okay.
using one
Okay.
margin call limit, I don't understand what you mean, what you want to do here. If you want to use one margin call, and maybe that's why you're using preset, that's fine.
Yeah, it's only just one Magic card because of the capital I have.
If you're using one margin
But
call,
it's very risky. I hope you know it's very risky.
This very one.
Using one margin call.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
It
I
is
will
very
try.
risky for you to use only one margin call.
Go back. Let's do it like that for him. But if you face when the market goes against you, don't blame us. Go back.
Okay.
Tap on pause. Pause the trade.
First.
Then go to the pause. Then go back. Don't save. Just go back. Back. Go back.
Okay.
Top left to the top. The back is at the top. Top left. Return.
Now
Yeah.
tap on the coin. Your money is not even on the coin. So and you want to trade the coin. No. Search for the coin. WLD.
Yeah. One.
Is this coin you want to trade?
Yes.
Tap on create.
Okay.
The second next.
Oh.
Now tap on first buy in preset first buy, preset buying price. Not here. Go back. I'm talking about first preset buying price. Is that place that I want you to change? Go back.
Okay.
It scroll down, you see first preset buying price. Tap on it.
Okay.
Where you see 1.29, tap on it. Coach Mo, what's going on? I don't understand this.
Let him pause it. Let him pause it. He didn't pause. Pause the trade.
Page.
Okay. I already posted it.
Confirm.
He's supposed to remain on that page. Then he'll now tap on preset and put the price. But right, it's taking him to this page.
Go back. Sir, you can just go back again. Let's check what's happening. Go back.
Okay.
Return. Okay. Try to post it.
Okay.
Good. Click on both. Let's see something. Click on both. Or strategy. Just go to strategy.
Okay.
Tap on the where you have return rates, the 0.00%. Just tap there. On the WLD, scroll down to the preset. Just scroll down to the preset. Let's try it again one more time. But before you tap on the first preset, tap on pause. Let's see what happens. Tap on pause. Confirm. Okay, awesome. Tap on the first preset. Click on where you have first preset. The column, just where you have the, no, price. Go back to price. Go back to price, not drop rates, price. Can you hear me? Hello? I think we lost him. Okay, tap on the first preset, the column, just next to, at the bottom of price. Tap there. Write 0, just write 0 and confirm, 0 and confirm. Confirm. Okay, so you want to trade this, you said you want to trade it now? Hello,
He's not
can you hear
responding.
me? He's not responding.
Have we lost him?
I hope he knows what he's doing, Jean. Okay.
He's not responding.
Yeah, he's not responding. It seems you've lost him. All right. While waiting for him to be back, I can see two other persons raising up their hands.
And I think it's Queen Kate. Queen Kate, if you're on this call, it seems like the explanation I did, she don't comprehend what I mean. I wanted to prove it to her when she shared her screen, but if she's still on this call, she can share her screen. But if she's not, because I think we are 10 minutes to the close of the meeting. Let me just quickly answer Charles and King. King Charles, what's up?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, I just want to notice something and ask. I've not really been taking part in these classes. This is my first time. But,
Wow. You're welcome.
Yes. Yeah, my last profit, on my record was 10th of September.
Okay.
So I don't know what is happening. My upline tried to explain sometime, but sometimes I'm following, sometimes I'm lost. But I just need clarity, and I don't know.
Which coin are you trading?
Acro.
How many margin calls are you using?
Okay, hold a minute for that. Margin call. I think that's margin call limit, right?
Yes.
170.
You're using 170 margin calls. And that's magic 6, right? Which magic are you using?
I don't know the magic I'm using. I'm just hearing magic 2, magic 1, magic up to 6 for the first time.
You will learn this. Now, if you are using magic 6, that is 55% deep. It means that if it has that, and it's 150 margin calls. Now that it has finished exhausting your margin calls, if you want to keep making money, that acro you are trading, I just analyzed the coin now and people saw it. That coin can do 350% in profit.
Okay.
But if you are in a floating loss of, let's say, 60 or 70, I don't know. I don't know how he puts the parameters for you. But however, if that coin can do 300%, my brother, if you have more money, bring it to that coin. Because when that coin starts to go up, you'll be shocked with what you see in your account. Depends on how much is in your account. If the coin can do 300% plus, it means that if you trade it with $10,000, you are going to make 3x of 10,000. That's 3 times 10,000. That's 30,000. The question is, do you have the patience to wait? Which is why sometimes it is quite, I think that was why we decided to create, we bring in this topic, Royalq a 9 to 5 job. Sometimes you have to just create time. I know it's not easy. Sometimes you come out from work, you are tired, you want to just rest, everything what you just want to do, you just want to sleep against tomorrow. But my brother, that job you are doing, the day you die, that's the end. Though. The day you and I die, that job we are doing, the day we die, that is the end. Nobody will face your family and say they want to be paying your family every month. So that's why you need to create something that, yes, even after our demise, our children. You see this thing we are teaching on this call, my wife is about becoming an expert on it. So that the day I die, she will continue from where I stop, and my royalty will keep making money for her. Even if my boss forget her, she's still making money. You and I know that there is no job that will keep paying your family after you die. After we die, no job will keep paying our family. So it is better off to start and create time for this thing, even if it is 1 hour or 2 hours a day. If Elon Musk, who is the richest man on the whole 9 planets, is spending 17 hours on his business, and you and I are spending 40 hours in a week on somebody else's business, then how many hours are you spending on your own personal business? How many hours? You don't have any hours. You don't have time. That means that me, as I'm working now, as I'm talking to you like this, I close around 10 p.m. Nigerian time, sometimes 9 p.m. Nigerian time, but I sleep around 2, sometimes 1. Because of the fact that even if I understand this reality, I still go further to learn. Just because of the fact that I want to transfer the knowledge to my wife and possibly my son, my first son.
Yeah.
So that's why I am Coach Mo. That's what we're doing. So I want to believe that just find time. I know it's not easy. Yes, sometimes you just find create, even if it's 30 minutes. Be watching those videos so that you understand. That coin my truth and then your upline tell you want to open one, you keep money, keep making money down to the end. The good thing about the business is you can never